Hello everybody, it's Jennifer with creativecricketdesigns.blogspot.com, and I have another Silhouette studio project that I did, and I want to show you the cuts that I used, and then we're going to put the layout together. So I went into the Silhouette Studio for my my library, and I went to Halloween, and I'm cutting out this Custom Kids Devil, this one right here. And then we are cutting out the graveyard, which was right here. And then we are doing a tree that is under fall. I have it under fall. It's the bare tree with leaves, and I just didn't do the leaves. I just took those out, and then I used just the tree. This is what it looks like. Like, this is the tree right here. So the leaves are completely gone. I took them out. I just ungrouped it and removed it. And then here's the gravestone and the grass and everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this layout together. Okay, so the paper that I'm using today is from the Halloween Cane Company stack. It's the one that has the little creepy Halloween guys or the pumpkins on the front. So we have that. Set that on the floor. And the piece that I have, this piece is actually cut at 11.5 by 11.5. This was just added to it. So we're going to go ahead and layer it on our black piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. Alright. So we're just going to go ahead and center that. Okay, now these pieces on the bottom, these gray pieces right here, this is a sidewalk. And what I did is I just took some gray cardstock, I cut it at 3/4 inch by 2 inches, and then I chalked around the edges with the chalk box ink, and then I just laid them down one by one and glued them to my page. I did that in advance to save on time. Okay, then the tree we cut out. This tree is cut at 9.235 in height and 6.160 in width. And it's going to go right about here. I'm going to get my quick dry glue just because it's faster than the ATG. And we're going to go ahead and start putting our glue on it. Pretty sure it goes this way. I don't think it really matters. And I'm just going to do a little bit of glue here and there. I'm not going to be like every single spot, because when it's in an album, it doesn't really matter, because the album will hold it down. Besides, I'm going to glue all over my mat. So, anyways, that's going to go it is messy. Where it's white, that will, when it dries, it will be clear. Okay, so that goes there. Then I have my cemetery, and this is cut now to here. It's cut from here to here, and that measures 1.735 in height and 10.160 in width. Now, my Silhouette SD only cuts 8.5 by 11. So what I did is I basically doubled it up cut 2 of each thing and then just cut it down to what I needed to fit in this space. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and glue that down. And I'm just going along the bottom, putting some little dots on the tombstones, covering my glue, and then I'm going to lay this on my layout from corner to corner. Okay, and then what I did is I just went with some names, and I just wrote names on the tombstones. These 3 are not, and then this one, because I'm going to cover this one anyway. Okay, and then my little devil, she's right over here, and she's quite large. She's large and in charge over here, but she is cut at 6 inches, approximately. And I have her on pop dots. Now, when I went through to create her, she was in a bunch of different pieces, and then I just kind of guessed on the size, and then I separated all the pieces by color to make it easier for me to cut her out. So I just measured from the top of her horn to the bottom of her foot, and that was 6 inches. So you might have to play with it a little bit to get it how you want it, or to make it whatever size you want it to do. So that's that. Now, she also comes with a little bat, and he's going to go up in the little corner. He cuts out right with her. I bent up his wings and gave him some eyes with my white gel pen. So I'm just going to adhere the body to the page, kind of like what you would do with a butterfly. How you put the body down and then you leave the wings up. Okay. And hopefully he'll dry soon. And then I have one photo mat, and I actually cut it perfect to match this. I just did some measuring, and then got it cut out right, and just use my pencil to mark it, and then cut it with my paper trimmer, which I think it looks much neater if it's more organized than just kind of thrown on there, which sometimes, tell me, I like to just throw things on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get this lined up. It's a little bit off, but we're just going to go with it because it's really close. This black mat is, what did I measure it? 4.5? Let me see. Yep, 4.5 by 4.5, and then the pattern mat is 4.25 by 4.25. Okay, then I went to my cartridges, to Happy Hauntings, and I cut out the Trick or Treat. And I'm just going to place it on my tree somewhere. I mean, I want it visible, so that's the hard part. I'll probably do some doodling to help it stick out. I can't figure it out. Well, I'm going to play with it for a little bit, and then when I'm done, we'll see the final project. Thanks for joining me.